Congressman James Clyburn, who is the #3 leader of the House Democrats, told us that black voters need to stand up and be counted on Saturday. Why is black turnout so important?
I think it's because the black community has, I think, the obligation to let people know what is in their hearts and their heads. You don't do that by following the results of Iowa, New Hampshire, or Nevada. You do that by voting for the candidate that best address what's in your heart and what's in your head. And
Chief Washington correspondent Major Garrett is here, along with Democratic strategist and CBS News political contributor Jamal Simmons is his name. He worked for President Bill Clinton and advised President Barack Obama's 2008 campaign. Welcome to you both.
Good morning, Gayle.
Jamal, I'm going to start with you because we want to start with Vice President Biden.
We're in the Palmetto State.
Yes, where his lead is slipping among black voters. Why is that happening? And it's slipping significantly in a very short amount of time. Why do you think that's happening?
You know, a lot of Joe Biden's support came from black voters who were over the age of 40, right, over the age of 45. Those are some of the most pragmatic Americans that there are in the entire country, and they're looking for somebody who can beat Donald Trump. It's hard to make the argument if you've been losing 2 or 3 weeks in a row that you're the best person to win come November. So I think those voters are looking for another champion. The question is, where do they go? And right now, I think that's a tough question to answer. Where do they end up?
Some have gone with Tom Steyer, but there's still a great number who are up for grabs.
Yeah, for the first time, I saw Tom Steyer commercials that I haven't seen in a very long time. He's running a lot of commercials here, and in the polls, he's doing well.
Yeah, he is doing very well in the polls. He has been running
here,
ads
in this state.
in South Carolina.
Yeah, in this state.
You know, Vice President Biden says that that's the reason, perhaps, why he's not winning.
Yeah.
You know, there may be other reasons why Vice President
not
Biden's
winning is why he's not winning.
Right.
Exactly. Major, let's talk about Bernie Sanders had a big weekend in Nevada.
Sure.
Actually, you know, when you use the word momentum, you can think about Bernie Sanders. Has he officially become assumed front-runner status, or is it still way too early
So there's
to
a
tell?
corollary to not winning is why you're not winning. Yes. Winning is why you're winning. Winning begets winning.
Yeah.
You create a sense of momentum, and you tell voters early on, I've identified these states, there's a crowded field, and I keep winning. Bernie Sanders can say that on the popular vote in Iowa and everywhere else, Nevada and New Hampshire. That sends a signal that the movement is strong. His fundraising is more powerful than anyone, and it's a grassroots fundraising mechanism. All of those things send signals to voters, and what will be fascinating here in South Carolina is that signal strong enough to overcome the embedded resistance to a socialist Democrat in a place like South Carolina.
Is he attracting, do you guys think, more of the moderate vote?
Well,
Bernie
it
Sanders?
is certainly something that has in a bit gravitated to him.
Yeah.
Nevada is the first place where that was actually visible in either the entrance polls or some of the conversations with voters after that. And South Carolina and then Super Tuesday will be a test of that across the board.
You know, Gayle, what normally happens is as the insurgent candidate begins to catch fire, the moderates and the establishment begin to find their way to him. The difference is Bernie Sanders is still declaring war on the Democratic establishment as much as he is on the President of the United States. What I don't know the answer to is, can he both fight the Democratic Party and the president and win both of those fights?
All right, Jamal and Major, thank you very much.